The 1981 one-dime coin, commonly referred to as the Roosevelt dime, is a piece of U.S. currency that carries both historical significance and numismatic interest. This 10-cent coin has been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1946, designed to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Its design, material composition, and historical context make it an intriguing subject for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The 1981 dime retains the original design by John R. Sinnock, chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, symbolizing his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. Beneath Roosevelt's neck, Sinnock's initials, J.S., are subtly engraved. The reverse showcases an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch, symbolizing peace, liberty, and strength, respectively. These elements reflect the values Roosevelt championed during his presidency. In terms of composition, the 1981 dime consists of a clad material, an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition, introduced in 1965 to replace the 90% silver coins, was a cost-effective measure in response to rising silver prices. The 1981 dime was minted during Ronald Reagan's first year as President of the United States, marking a period of economic challenge and cultural transition. Although the coin's design remained unchanged, the political and economic environment of the early 1980s influenced its production. High inflation rates in the late 1970s and early 1980s underscored the importance of cost-effective coinage, further validating the decision to move away from precious metals in everyday currency. The 1981 dime was minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, which are highly sought after by collectors for their sharp details and mirror-like finish. The 1981 proof dimes are part of the annual U.S. Mint proof sets, which are popular among collectors. These coins are struck using special dies and polished blanks, resulting in a higher quality finish compared to circulation coins. In 1981, over 1.5 billion dimes were produced across the 3 mints. This high production volume reflects the demand for coinage in everyday commerce and ensures that 1981 dimes are relatively common and affordable for collectors. Collectors often look for error coins, and the 1981 dime is no exception. Errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on improper planchets can fetch higher prices in the numismatic market. The 1981 dime is among the last coins produced before the Mint introduced the new Type II mint mark on proof coins in 1982. The Type II mint mark is more refined and distinct, marking a subtle but significant change in U.S. mint practices. For most 1981 dimes, their value remains at face value due to their high mintage and widespread availability. However, proof coins and error variants can command higher prices, especially those in pristine condition or with unique characteristics. The Roosevelt dime remains a testament to Franklin D. Roosevelt's enduring legacy and the adaptability of American coinage. While the 1981 dime may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, its ties to economic history, production nuances, and design symbolism make it a fascinating piece of American numismatic heritage. For collectors and enthusiasts, the 1981 dime offers a blend of accessibility and historical intrigue, serving as a small but meaningful reminder of the values and challenges of its era. According to the NGC Price Guide, a Roosevelt dime from 1981 in circulated condition is worth between 15 cents and 35 cents. However, on the open market, 1,981 D dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $75. The 1983 United States one dime, commonly known as the Roosevelt dime, is an intriguing piece of American numismatic history. While it may seem like an ordinary coin to most, its history and design hold interesting facts that make it a fascinating collectible for enthusiasts. This design, production details, and a few surprising facts about the 1983 edition. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader widely admired for his efforts in combating the Great Depression and leading the U.S. during World War II. His advocacy for the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio, was instrumental in his selection for the dime's obverse design. The coin replaced the Mercury dime, which had been in circulation since 1916. The 1983 dime continues the traditional Roosevelt dime design by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the United States Mint in 1946. The obverse features a profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left, accompanied by the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the mint year, 1983. The designer's initials, J.S., are subtly engraved at the base of Roosevelt's neck. The reverse depicts a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The reverse also includes the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and the coin's denomination, 1 dime. In 1983, dimes were minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, mint mark D, and San Francisco, mint mark S, for proof coins. Each mint's production processes ensured high precision, though subtle variations occasionally appeared, which are of great interest to collectors. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced circulation dimes, while the San Francisco Mint focused on proof coins. These proof coins are characterized by their mirror-like finish and sharp details, making them particularly desirable for numismatists. Due to widespread circulation and the economic conditions of the early 1980s, high-grade 1983 dimes are relatively scarce. Coins that have remained in pristine condition are sought after and can fetch a premium among collectors. Error coins from 1983, such as off-center strikes or doubled dies, are highly prized. These errors result from minting anomalies, adding unique character and value to the coin. By 1983, the dime's composition had shifted to a copper core with a nickel outer layer, reflecting the changes introduced in 1965 to eliminate silver from regular coinage. The composition consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. Unlike earlier dimes, the 1983 Roosevelt dime contains no silver. This change was part of a broader move to reduce production costs due to the rising price of silver in the 1960s. The 1983 Roosevelt dime may appear as an everyday coin, but its history, design, and production nuances make it a fascinating subject of study. From its connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt and the March of Dimes, to the allure of rare error coins and proof specimens, the 1983 dime embodies a rich tapestry of American numismatics. Whether a collector or a casual observer, understanding the story behind this small yet significant coin deepens one's appreciation for the art and history of U.S. currency. According to the NGC Price Guide, a Roosevelt dime from 1983 in circulated condition is worth between 15 cents and 35 cents. However, on the open market, 1983 P dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $635. The 1985 one-dime coin, commonly referred to as the Roosevelt dime, is a small but significant piece of American numismatic history. While it may seem like an ordinary coin to the casual observer, it carries with it a rich legacy, fascinating design elements, and a connection to one of America's most revered presidents. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the United States through the Great Depression and most of World War II. Roosevelt's passing in April 1945 prompted an outpouring of national grief, and the U.S. Mint quickly moved to honor his legacy by featuring his portrait on the dime. This was a fitting tribute, as Roosevelt was a prominent advocate for the March of Dimes, a fundraising campaign to combat polio, a disease he himself had battled. By 1985, the Roosevelt dime had been in circulation for nearly 4 decades. The 1985 issue was part of a long series of dimes that continued to honor Roosevelt's contributions to the nation. It was minted in large quantities, as dimes were, and still are, essential for everyday transactions. The 1985 dime was produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins for collectors, while Philadelphia and Denver focused on circulation strikes. The design of the 1985 Roosevelt dime is consistent with the original 1946 version, created by chief engraver John R. Sinek. The obverse features a left-facing profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year, 1985. Sinek's initials, JS, appear subtly on the base of Roosevelt's neck. The reverse depicts a torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch signifying strength. The inscriptions, "United States of America," "E pluribus unum," and "One dime," complete the design. The torch and branches are a departure from the earlier Mercury dime design, which featured a fasces and olive branch. The 1985 dime, like all Roosevelt dimes since 1965, is composed of a clad metal sandwich, outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This composition makes the coin durable and resistant to wear, ensuring its longevity in circulation. The 1985 dime has no significant varieties or errors that are highly sought after by collectors. However, coins minted in San Francisco, proof coins, are prized for their mirror-like finish and sharp details, making them popular among numismatists. Unlike dimes minted before 1965, the 1985 dime contains no silver. This is due to the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from circulating coins to address a nationwide coin shortage and the rising cost of silver. The Roosevelt dime is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of resilience and progress. Roosevelt's leadership during challenging times in American history makes the dime a tangible reminder of his enduring legacy. While the 1985 dime is not considered rare, it holds a place in the collections of those who appreciate modern U.S. coinage. Proof versions, especially those in pristine condition, are valued by collectors for their beauty and craftsmanship. The 1985 one-dime coin may seem like a simple piece of currency, but it embodies a rich tapestry of American history and culture. From its tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt to its enduring design and practical composition, the dime serves as a small yet powerful reminder of the nation's past. Whether in circulation or in a collector's album, the 1985 Roosevelt dime continues to carry forward the legacy of one of America's most influential leaders. For numismatists and history enthusiasts alike, this humble coin is a testament to the enduring power of symbolism and the stories that even the smallest objects can tell. According to the NGC Price Guide, a Roosevelt dime from 1985 in circulated condition is worth between 15 cents and 35 cents. However, on the open market, 1985 P dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $110. The 1986 one-dime coin, commonly referred to as the Roosevelt dime, is a small but significant piece of American currency. While it may seem like an ordinary coin to the casual observer, it carries with it a rich history, unique design elements, and interesting facts that make it a fascinating subject for numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. By 1986, the Roosevelt dime had been in circulation for 4 decades, and the 1986 issue was part of a long-standing tradition of honoring FDR. The 1986 dime, like its predecessors, was minted in large quantities, making it a common coin in circulation. However, its historical significance and connection to Roosevelt's legacy ensure its place in the annals of American coinage. The design of the 1986 one-dime coin is consistent with the original 1946 design by chief engraver John R. Sinnock. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 1986. The reverse of the coin depicts a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The inscriptions, United States of America, A Pluribus Unum, and One Dime, complete the design. One interesting aspect of the 1986 dime is its composition. Like all dimes minted since 1965, the 1986 dime is made of a clad composition, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This change was implemented in 1965 to reduce the cost of coin production and eliminate the use of silver in circulating coins. As a result, the 1986 dime has no intrinsic silver value, unlike its pre-1965 counterparts. The 1986 dime was produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins for collectors, while the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced coins for general circulation. Collectors often seek out dimes with specific mint marks or in pristine condition, as these can hold additional numismatic value. One notable variety from 1986 is the proof dime, which features a mirror-like finish and sharper details than circulation strikes. Proof coins were struck using specially polished dies and planchets, making them highly desirable among collectors. The 1986 proof dimes were part of the annual proof sets issued by the U.S. Mint, which also included proof versions of the penny, nickel, quarter, and half-dollar. The 1986 one-dime coin is a small yet meaningful piece of American history. Its design, composition, and connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt make it a symbol of resilience, progress, and national pride. While it may not be the rarest or most valuable coin, its story and significance ensure its place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts. Whether found in a pocket or displayed in a collection, the 1986 Roosevelt dime is a testament to the enduring legacy of one of America's greatest leaders. Is the 1986 no mint mark penny valuable? A 1986 no mint mark penny is worth only 5 cents and 10 cents in circulated condition. Even uncirculated coins in mint state are not worth much and will typically bring in $2 to $8. The 1988 one-dime coin, part of the Roosevelt dime series, is a small but significant piece of American numismatic history. While it may seem like an ordinary coin to the casual observer, it carries with it a rich legacy, fascinating design elements, and a connection to broader historical and cultural narratives. The history, design, and interesting facts surrounding the 1988 one-dime coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the United States through the Great Depression and most of World War II. Roosevelt's passing in April 1945 prompted an outpouring of national grief, and the U.S. Mint quickly moved to honor his legacy. Given Roosevelt's instrumental role in founding the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, later known as the March of Dimes, to combat polio, the dime was chosen as the coin to bear his likeness. The Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime, which had been in circulation since 1916. The 1988 one-dime coin is part of this long-running series, which continues to this day. By 1988, the Roosevelt dime had become a familiar and enduring symbol of American currency, with its design largely unchanged since its inception. The obverse front of the 1988 dime features a left-facing profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by chief engraver John R. Sinek. The inscription "Liberty" appears above Roosevelt's head, while the motto "In God We Trust" is located to the left of his neck. The year 1988 is inscribed below Roosevelt's chin, along with Sinek's initials J.S., though these are often faint and difficult to see. The reverse of the coin depicts a torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch signifying strength and independence. The inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "One Dime" complete the design. This reverse design, also created by Sinek, has remained consistent since the coin's introduction in 1946. The 1988 dime, like all dimes minted since 1965, is composed of a clad metal combination. The outer layers are made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, while the inner core is pure copper. This composition was adopted to reduce production costs and eliminate the need for silver, which had been used in dimes prior to 1965. In 1988, dimes were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins for collectors, while Philadelphia and Denver produced coins for general circulation. Collectors often seek out coins with specific mint marks or in pristine condition, as these can hold additional value. Unlike dimes minted before 1965, the 1988 dime contains no silver. This makes it less valuable in terms of precious metal content, but still interesting to collectors for its historical and numismatic significance. In 1988, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1.1 billion dimes, while the Denver Mint struck approximately 962.4 million. The San Francisco Mint, focusing on proof coins, produced a much smaller number, making these coins more desirable to collectors. As with many coins, the 1988 dime has its share of error coins, which are highly sought after by collectors. Examples include double dies, off-center strikes, and missing mint marks. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value. The Roosevelt dime, including the 1988 issue, serves as a reminder of Franklin D. Roosevelt's enduring legacy. His leadership during tumultuous times in American history and his advocacy for social programs continue to resonate today. While the 1988 dime is not particularly rare, it holds a place in the broader context of U.S. coinage history. Collectors often seek out coins from specific years or mint marks to complete their collections, and the 1988 dime is no exception. The 1988 one-dime coin is more than just a piece of currency. It is a window into American history and culture. From its connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy to its enduring design and composition, the 1988 dime reflects the values and priorities of its time. While it may not be the most valuable coin in terms of precious metal content or rarity, it remains an important part of the Roosevelt dime series and a fascinating subject for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Whether examined for its design, historical context, or collectability, the 1988 dime is a small but meaningful artifact of American numismatics. According to the NGC Price Guide, a Roosevelt dime from 1988 in circulated condition is worth between 15 cents and 35 cents. However, on the open market, 1988 D dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $30. The 1989 one-dime coin, commonly referred to as the Roosevelt dime, is a small but significant piece of American currency. While it may seem like just another coin in circulation, it carries with it a rich history, unique design elements, and a connection to one of America's most influential presidents. This essay explores the origins of the Roosevelt dime, its design, and some interesting facts about the 1989 issue. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who served as the 32nd President of the United States from 1933 until his death in 1945. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II made him a beloved figure, and his passing prompted a nationwide desire to honor his legacy. Given Roosevelt's role in founding the March of Dimes, a charitable organization aimed at combating polio, the dime was chosen as the ideal coin to bear his image. The design of the Roosevelt dime was created by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time. Sinnock's design featured a left-facing profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, front, and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, back. The torch symbolizes liberty, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and independence. The 1989 Roosevelt dime is part of a long series of dimes that have been minted continuously since 1946. By 1989, the dime had become a staple of American currency, widely used in everyday transactions. The 1989 issue is particularly interesting because it was produced during a period of relative stability in U.S. coinage, with no major design changes or minting errors reported for that year. The obverse of the 1989 dime features the familiar profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 1989. The reverse displays the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, along with the motto, E pluribus unum, and the words, United States of America, and one dime. Like all Roosevelt dimes minted since 1965, the 1989 dime is made of a clad composition, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This change was made in response to the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from circulating coins due to rising silver prices. The dime has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters and weighs 2.268 grams. In 1989, Roosevelt dimes were produced at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins for collectors, while the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced coins for general circulation. Collectors often seek out dimes with specific mint marks for their collections. While the 1989 dime contains no silver, earlier Roosevelt dimes, minted from 1946 to 1964, were composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. This makes pre-1965 dimes more valuable to collectors and investors due to their silver content. The Roosevelt dime is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of American resilience and progress. Franklin D. Roosevelt's leadership during challenging times in U.S. history is commemorated every time a dime is used, making it a lasting tribute to his legacy. While the 1989 dime is not considered rare, it holds a place in the collections of coin enthusiasts. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition, especially those with minimal wear or unique mint marks, are highly sought after. The 1989 one-dime coin is a small but meaningful piece of American history. As part of the Roosevelt Dime series, it honors one of the nation's most iconic presidents and reflects the values of liberty, peace, and strength. While it may not be the most valuable coin in terms of monetary worth, its historical significance and connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt make it a fascinating artifact of American culture. Whether in a collector's album or in everyday circulation, The 1989 dime continues to serve as a reminder of the enduring legacy of a great leader and the rich history of U.S. coinage. According to the NGC Price Guide, a Roosevelt dime from 1989 in circulated condition is worth between $0.15 and $0.35. However, on the open market, 1989 P dimes in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $30.